Hey everyone, this is Will. Welcome to Black in the Core. On this channel, we cover the best of Black life and culture in New York City. I'm going to Bushwick today and I'm bringing you along. We're leaving the rush of Midtown Manhattan behind us. I live in Midtown, so this is my everyday scene. But Bushwick is one of my favorite neighborhoods where I go to unwind. I'm gonna spend the afternoon showing you why. I feel the wind coming up. That's how we know a train is coming. Let me hurry my ass up and get on the train because I don't wanna wait for the next one. It could be 10 minutes before I get the next one. I'm glad I got a seat because we're going all the way to Knickerbocker Avenue. Starting at 53rd Street, we head toward 6th Avenue, then downtown to West 4th, where the train turns toward the Lower East Side. After Delancey, the train goes above ground. We're on the Williamsburg Bridge. Check out the walkway alongside of us. Crossing the East River takes a few minutes, so I'll do some fast forwarding. That's downtown Brooklyn, and I've seen the Brooklyn skyline grow dramatically over the past 20 years or so. Now we're descending into Williamsburg. It used to be a working class neighborhood, but in recent decades it became sort of a poster child for gentrification. I love riding the elevated trains. You get a bird's eye view of the metropolis. Next is the Marcy Avenue station, and then I'll fast forward to where we get off at Knickerbocker. The subway is freedom without the responsibility of a car. I can hop on a train and never run out of places to explore. The businesses, the people, the buildings, all of it can change from one subway stop to another. All right, guys, we finally arrived. Knickerbocker Ave. This is like entering a whole different city from where we began in Midtown. It's a real community in every sense of the word. So yeah, this is Knickerbocker. It's like the high street of Bushwick, or at least one of the high streets. Right away, you know you're in a mostly Latino neighborhood. But there's some of everybody here. And black people have been here since the very beginning. One of Bushwick's 23 original founders was a free black man named Francisco de Nigger. Bushwick's population has grown to more than 100,000 people. It feels welcoming, and if you go into the shops, nobody is trying to make you feel out of place. Not so long ago, Manhattan streets looked more like this. A mix of mostly independent shops before all the chain stores took over. But Bushwick still feels original. That's why I love coming here. There's great food everywhere and bargain shopping. You never know what you might find. I found this collectible shop. What's your name?
Biz.
Biz, B-I-Z. I love that you're in the store doing the artwork. It's just so cool. I bought a new car. When I come to Bushwick, it's hard to resist getting a pastry at Circo's. Circo's pastry shop has been here since 1945. I've tried a lot of their cookies and they're amazing. But today, I'm gonna try their cannoli. Hi, I'd like to get a cannoli.
Cannoli, anything else?
They fill the cannoli when you order. Traditionally, this is how it's supposed to be done. Instead of having a bunch of them sitting around in the fridge, losing their crunch. Most places in New York just fill them ahead of time. So this is a real treat. I even like the old school box.
Delicious.
Bushwick looks different than the brownstone Brooklyn from movies. It has its own beauty, block after block of brick residential buildings. And I always admire how so many of them are lined with beautiful arches. On a sunny day like today, the light really plays across the details. Bushwick is farther from Manhattan and gentrified Williamsburg. Rents here are lower, for now. So that's why there's always been a steady flow of immigrants to this neighborhood. Lately, it's been artists and musicians who've been arriving. They're transforming the area between Maria Hernandez Park and the Jefferson Street station. This is where you find most of the clubs, a lot of restaurants, thrift shopping, and street art. So much street art. This part of Bushwick is zoned to include manufacturing and industrial use. So you have lots of warehouses, workshops, and other plain buildings here. None of them are beautiful on their own, but they are great canvases for some fantastic street art. It makes the area really fun to walk through. You could actually just walk around looking at the art for hours and have a good time doing it. On a sunny day like today, the art is jumping off the walls, and being surrounded by so much color and creativity, it takes you away. The pieces are constantly changing, and it's great to see the artist in action. They're beautifying the industrial buildings with graffiti art, and artists from around the world are joining local talent to build community. I love this piece featuring some of the legends of hip-hop. This stretch of Chalmers Street is impressive. This whole building is covered in a pattern of symbols. They almost look like hieroglyphics. There's Horus next to the pyramids, and that's Thoth, the god of writing. Walking around to look at all this graffiti is amazing, but it's also making me hungry. So here we are at Los Hermanos to get a quick bite. I love the tabletops, but I'm gonna sit outside because it's such a beautiful day. One of my favorite places to eat in Bushwick. I got a veggie quesadilla, and what I love about Los Hermanos is that they make the tortillas fresh, and they taste amazing. Delicious. Right across from Los Hermanos is one of my favorite spots in Bushwick, Xanadu. Just so you could see the inside, here's some footage from a recent party I went to. It's a roller skating rink. They always have a full calendar of theme nights and special guest DJs. For me, an afternoon in Bushwick wouldn't be complete without some vintage shopping. First stop, the urban jungle. I love this place. It is literally gigantic. There's a bridge to a whole other room. For some reason, I always look here first. It seems like I find a lot of good things in this room. What do you think? A short walk up Flushing Avenue leads to the second store that I always hit. Here we are, my other favorite store in Bushwick, L Train Vintage on St. Nicholas Avenue. It's huge like the other one, and you need real patience here. It's a treasure hunt. Most of the items are priced between $6 to $25. I got 2 great items. I'm so happy. Here's a random jewelry table. Bushwick is like that. People sort of do what they want, and it's part of the appeal. At this point, it's late in the afternoon when I usually head over to Maria Hernandez Park. It's the neighborhood's main gathering space. Maria Hernandez is a whole vibe. People are out here just doing their own thing, whatever makes them happy. I love to see people grilling. It smells so good. This is the giant circle in the center of the park. People gather here with friends. They sit in the sun or in the shade. There's always movement here. Skating, biking, kids playing with their friends. It's a crossroads of the neighborhood and a great place for people watching. Kids love these mini cars. I don't know the whole story behind it, but I always see them out here. The circle is a natural stage for practicing your skills and maybe showing off a bit. On the north side of the circle, the activities continue. Handball, soccer. They have basketball courts too. It's just a really fun, active environment where people feel at home, a place of belonging. Hey, I had a good time in Bushwick today. I hope you guys did too, and I'll see you next time. Before I get on the train, one last thing. Please subscribe to my channel for future videos on New York City and hit the notification bell to receive more updates.